Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Neza Alfitri. I am from the English Language Study Program Class A in 2024 with ID number 24021110012. Workaholism. A. Most workers spend 8 or 9 hours on the job. They work because it's unavoidable. They need to make enough money for necessities, food, rent, clothing, transportation, tuition, and so on. They spend about one third of their lives at work, but they hate it. They complain and count the minutes until quitting time each day or the days until their next vacation. B. By contrast, there are some people who actually enjoy work. In fact, they love to work. They spend many extra hours on the job each week and often take work home with them. These workaholics are as addicted to their jobs as other people are to drugs or alcohol. See, in some urban centers, workaholism is so common that people do not consider it unusual. They accept the lifestyle as normal. Government workers in Washington, D.C., for example, frequently work 60 to 70 hours a week. They don't do this because they have to. They do it because they want to. Hundreds of workaholics in New York City try to go to work even in the famous blackout of 1977, there was no electricity, no air conditioning, elevators or light, but many people went to their office anyway. They sat patiently on the steps outside their office buildings and did paperwork or had business meetings. The workaholism can be a serious problem because true workaholics would rather work than do anything else. They probably don't know how to relax, that is, they might not enjoy movies, sport, or other type of entertainment. Most of all, they had to sit and do nothing. Nothing. This inability to rest might cause health problems such as heart attacks. In addition, typical workaholics don't pay much attention to their families. They spend little time with their children, and their marriages may end in divorces. E. Is workaholism always dangerous? Perhaps not. Some studies show that many workaholics have great energy and interest in life. Their work is so pleasurable that they are actually very happy. For most workaholics, work and entertainment are the same thing. Their jobs provide them with a challenge. This keeps them busy and creative. Other people retire from work at age 65, but workaholics usually prefer not to quit. They are still enthusiastic about work and life in their 80s and 90s. F. Why do workaholics enjoy their job so much? There are several advantages to work. Of course, it provides people with paychecks, and this is important, but it offers more than financial security. It provides people with self confidence. They have a feeling of satisfaction when they product a challenging piece of work and are able to say, I made it. Psychologists claim that work gives people an identity through participation in work. They get a sense of self and individuals. In addition, most jobs provide people with a socially acceptable way too. Next, I will answer question discussing the reading. The first, in your opinion, is workaholism an addiction? What are its advantages, its disadvantages? The answer is yes. Workaholism is an addiction because, as explained in the text, workaholics are as addicted to their jobs as others are to drugs or alcohol. Advantages: workaholism can bring positive effects. Many workaholics have great energy and enthusiasm for life. They find pleasure in their jobs, which keep them creative, productive, and busy. Work also provides them with financial security, self confidence, satisfaction, and even identity. Disadvantages, on the other hand, workaholism can cause serious problems. Workaholics often do not know how to relax and may not enjoy hobbies or entertainment. They sometimes suffer from health problems such as heart attacks. In addition, they may neglect their families, spend little time with their children, and face broken relationship or divorce. In the second, should a workaholic try to change his or her lifestyle? Why or why not? If so, how? The answer is yes. In many cases, a workaholic should try to change his or her lifestyle. This is because too much work can damage health and family life. Balance is very important. They should learn to relax, take part in enjoyable activities, and spend more time with family. Setting limits on working hours and taking care of their health are also necessary. However, not all workaholics need to change completely. Some of them are happy, energetic, and satisfied with their jobs. If work gives them joy and does not harm their health or relationship, then a major change may not be necessary.